Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and this is a teardrop loop. It looks more like a teardrop when it's upside down, but that's not the way we see it when we're making it. It's really simple. See, I'm just going to take the first string that's in my design, and I just go over the top of all of them. You take the next string, and you'll see here, I kind of slow it down a little bit. Make like a figure 4, pull it up and through, slide it all the way up to the top. And I'm on the right hand side of our loop, and I'm making these strings go off to the right hand side, and that's important because that's kind of what makes the whole thing sort of happen. The next part is you'll see I'm kind of fiddling with the strings. In order to make it look nice, you may have to fiddle with the strings to get them kind of line up nice and get yourself a nice good clean start. But yes, each time we put a string on, it's one less that you're going around. So here I'm only going around 2 more strings, and then these are the last strings here, the darker yellow and the lighter yellow. And the darker is going to go over top of the light one, and that's it for the right hand side. Again, this is really simple. It will change how your bracelet looks. If there are certain occasions where you want this V shape as opposed to the triangular shape. So now it's time to do the left hand side. Again, I'm starting up with the dark blue. My pattern calls for it to kind of match. So starting up with the dark blue and goes over top of all the rest of the strings. And it's going to the left hand side. Left hand side, we do the left hand knot, right? And it's just a singular one. We don't double it. It's just a singular one. It just gets all the strings lined up into the right order. It makes it look a whole lot sharper than if we were to just try to knot the strings together or just let them fall where they may be. Again, you can see like I'm picking through and making sure that I get the strings nice and together and line up to be really sharp looking. It's a little fiddly. It is, but it'll look better in the long run. Trust me, take a little bit of time, make sure your work comes out nice. So now we've got both sides finished, and what comes next is I'm going to bring the highest string on the left hand side, and I'm going to bring that down across all of those strings in my row. Now that's what my pattern calls for. Your pattern might be different. Maybe they go outwards differently or whatever, but in mine, that blue string meets in a chevron for both sides. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this whole row down over all these strings, and being careful that I don't mix them up or get it flipped around the wrong way. It takes a little care, a little practice. But there we go. There is the left-hand side, all nice and done. Just kind of put it up under the clip. It was starting to slide down a little bit from the tension. So now on the right-hand side, I'm doing the left-hand knot, bringing it into the center to make my chevron. This is, like I said, relatively easy. It would be a little bit weird if you tried to do this in like a double wide or anything, because you would have to start with the two, like in the middle of where the two are. You'd have to build like a space in between it. It would be much more difficult to pull off. But I am considering making a bag like that just to kind of show that it is possible. We'll see about that in the future though. But yeah, this is it. Now we join the other two in the middle, and that's it, guys. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this will help you with some new projects for you, inspire you to just try something else. So thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.